From the PEP Radio Newsroom, this is the Daily News for January 29th, 2026. These are the stories we are covering at this hour. British Prime Minister Keir Starmer called Thursday for a deeper relationship with China during what he called challenging times for the world. The UK leader told China's leader Xi Jinping that their countries need to work together on global stability, climate change, and other issues. I have long been clear that the UK and China need a long-term, consistent, and comprehensive strategic partnership, he said. Starmer, the first British Prime Minister to visit in 8 years, was holding talks with Xi in the Great Hall of the People in central Beijing as the two nations try to improve relations after several years of acrimony. The disruption to global trade under President Donald Trump has made expanding trade and investment more imperative for many governments. Starmer is the fourth leader of a U.S. ally to visit Beijing this month, following those of South Korea, Canada, and Finland. German Chancellor Merz is expected to visit next month. Turning to U.S. news, with a partial government shutdown looming, Senate Democrats laid out a list of demands Wednesday for the Department of Homeland Security, including an enforceable code of conduct for federal agents conducting immigration arrests and a requirement that officers show identification as the country reels from the deaths of two protesters at the hands of federal agents in Minneapolis. It remained unclear if President Donald Trump and Republicans would be willing to meet those demands, even as funding for DHS and a swath of other government agencies was at risk of expiring Saturday. Irate Democrats have pledged to block a spending bill unless their demands for reforms are met. Senate Democratic leader Chuck Schumer said Wednesday that the legislation won't pass until U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement is, quote, reined in and overhauled, end quote. As layoffs pile up, workers are feeling increasingly anxious about the job market. In the U.S., economists have said that businesses are largely at a no hire, no fire standstill, leading many to limit new work, if not pause openings entirely amid economic uncertainty. Hiring has stagnated overall, with the country adding a meager 50,000 jobs last month, down from a revised figure of 56,000 in November. But a growing list of companies are also cutting jobs. Employers have initiated layoffs across sectors, with many pointing to rising operational costs that span from President Donald Trump's barrage of new tariffs, stubborn inflation, and shifts in spending from consumers whose outlook on the U.S. economy recently plummeted to its lowest level since 2014. At the same time, some businesses are reducing their workforces as they redirect money to artificial intelligence, often built into wider corporate restructuring. And in Pennsylvania news, Governor Josh Shapiro announced on The View that multiple Pennsylvania cities, including those in the mid-state, will be prepared for large-scale ICE operations amid the recent killings of Renee Good and Alex Preddy in Minnesota. Governor Shapiro responded to rumors that Pennsylvania cities could be the next spots for ICE raids, saying the courts and communities have already begun preparing. We've been planning for this, said Shapiro. We understand that this is a risk, but maybe not just in Philly, but Pittsburgh, Lancaster, other communities across Pennsylvania. We've heard similar rumors. Wherever it comes, we'll be prepared. We'll be prepared in the community. We'll be prepared in the court of law. I'll remind you, as a former attorney general, I know how to take this president to court and win. And even as governor, I've taken him to court 19 times in his first 12 months in office. We've won every single time on behalf of the good people of Pennsylvania. And that's the news for this hour. If you are watching our news videos on YouTube, thank you. Please be sure to subscribe to our channel to stay informed every day. PEP Radio is available on the Live 365 app, the PEP Radio page at paequality.com, Roku, and Alexa. Coming up next, we have the Meadville area weather forecast here on PEP Radio.